in this world is my balls and my word. And I don't break them for no. You understand?
Yo, good morning, and how's it been, people? It is the Big KIZ Podcast. It's me, Abu,
I'm Brian,
and it's a Big KIZ Podcast.
bigkiz.com, all
Yeah,
that
check
good
us
shit.
out.
So it's a bit of a wild one because you know what, I reckon I don't know about you, you said you were knackered from work this week,
Yeah.
but I definitely feel better than last week, but I still buggered something up on the Friday. I was only in one day and I still managed to bugger it up.
Oh, mate, this whole week, right? Yeah, for you, at least you can say you messed up. You made the error on your own side, right? My error was caused by another IT professional. So check this, right? At the school I work at, we got iPads, right? But they ain't managed by me. I don't oversee the configurations. So what it was, we were trying to install a new web filter for them. There's a company called iBoss, right? They do most web filters for a lot of companies. And so what you had to do was send it's called a configuration profile to the iPads, because iPads are a bit funny. They're not like Androids where you could install it yourself. It has to be
It
sent
needs to
through,
be done through the whole Apple ecosystem,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Exactly that. So the guy I'm working with, Craig, because I'll never forget his fucking name, man. He's supposed to be this
Okay.
this
Oh shit!
Apple
You just
engineer.
calling him out straight.
Nah. What he done to me? Yeah, he's messed me up. So he's supposed to be an Apple engineer, and then we're talking. I'm like, okay, I've got like 90 iPads that need this web filter installed onto them. He's like, yeah, no problem. I know what I'm doing. Cool. I leave it to him, right? So normally, whenever you're sending configurations to an Apple device, you're supposed to test one device to see if configurations go on and installed well, right? Because what had happened was he pushed it out, and then once it was pushed out, because the web filter stops certain sites being opened up,
Yeah.
it blocked every single website from being open. So basically, he lost connection to all the iPads from his side because the devices were no longer
Oh, they were
having
blocking all the websites.
blocking inbound and outbound connections. So imagine the kids are using these iPads on the day, and then I get a call from like one of the teachers saying, "Oh, Abby, the kids can't access any other websites. They can't access the BBC, none of that." I'm like, "Okay, cool." I grab the iPad. Yeah, it's good as done. Like, can't connect. It's connected to Wi-Fi, but it's not going out anywhere. So I call up Craig. I'm like, "Yo, Craig, mate, what have you done?" He's like, "Oh, my bad, you know." So I was supposed to actually do it on one. I think the correct configurations ain't right, but don't worry, you can reset them yourself. All you need to do is plug it into iTunes and reset the settings.
Every single one.
Every single one. Remember, these
kidding?
are 90. Literally, it takes me about 20 minutes to do one because you're supposed to go in, connect to iTunes, back up the data, then restore it. And that takes another 30 minutes for it to restore on its own. So the whole of Thursday, that's what all I was doing. At this point, this is not even IT work. This is just mundane, mechanical. Plug it into a PC, click some options, just wait for it to get done.
That's
I
crazy.
I left work. I think I got in for work at like 8. I left at like close to 7.
Is Craig? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, that's another thing. Craig started airing my messages. I'm like, Craig, yo, I finally done it. Let's do this again. He's like, oh, sorry, mate. I've been really busy today. I'll pick up tomorrow morning. So this is him telling me at 7 o'clock. So next morning comes, Friday comes, and then he gets it right. So he pushes it all out. He tests it on 5 iPads. They're all fine. They're able to access the right sites. Illicit sites are blocked. The kids can't access porn or nothing like that. And then, yeah, he pushes it all out and it's all done. But that whole Thursday, I was literally so pissed. Like, because the thing about IT, if you're doing one problem, more other problems are coming up, right? Like,
Yeah, of course.
I got all of a sudden the printers are breaking down. People are forgetting their passwords. People need laptops set up. It's just, bruv, it can get overwhelming, you know. And like, I couldn't wait until Friday. Literally, like, I had to break off for work, and then I had another mission which I'll catch up on. I'll touch on. But how was your week been, bro?
So I was off most of this week, and it wasn't bad. I got my second vaccine jab, and actually, I did end up with like a little bit of fever off it. Actually,
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
like,
was you elected to have a jab, or did you go in and get it for yourself?
well, it was just because I was working where I was.
Oh,
So
so
I
in your
could get
workplace they were giving it out.
Yeah, so that's what I did anyway. But it did give me like a little bit of fever. But apart from that,
No blood clots.
no. But I
Okay.
did. I went for like a huge walk straight after that, so probably avoided them. But
Okay, do you know? Do you
went
know?
to
Do you know?
Hastings,
Okay.
and that was surprisingly beautiful. The coastline, like actually really surprising.
How was weather on the day?
So it was bright and sunny, but it was still a bit cold.
Because it's windy, I
Yeah.
imagine.
But so let me tell you, actually, we were doing this walk, and then you can like literally just go off to a wild beach, and like don't get me wrong, I thought it was pretty dangerous, like not super dangerous, but still quite precarious, like way down to the beach. But it was called like a optional nudity beach, right? So
Oh, a new what for what? What do you call
optional,
them?
optional.
Oh, okay.
And basically, let's put it this way, yeah, it was cold enough that nearly everyone on the beach still had a jacket on, right? So there's literally like 50 people spread over this like maybe like let's say 100 meters to 100 meters, let's say.
Yeah.
And there's lots of people, and then there's just two nude geezers, and it's cold, mate. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's a bit weird. Like, even if it was, even if you are a nudist, it's probably just a little bit too cold.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the geezer kept making a point of walking out and like just staring at the sea with everyone around.
Bro, he's a hardcore. How old do you reckon? He sounds like a hardcore nudist. How old was he? Like in his 40s or something?
Yeah, maybe like early 50s.
Oh, so he's been doing it for time.
Yeah,
He's a
probably
veteran in
doing
this
it.
thing.
Like he just didn't care. He was even more annoyed at the other people. You know, because like that's how he kind of seems. He's like, oh, this is my beach. Why are you all here? Not
Yeah,
nude,
fully clothed. Yeah, exactly.
fully clothed.
How
Yeah.
dare you?
And it was pretty cold. So, but
Oh,
no,
that's- well,
but you know, so I'm more rested than yesterday. But you know, one thing I thought about time off and holidays and stuff. It's like, damn, it's so easy to, especially now during COVID, right? It's so easy to just take holidays and do nothing.
that's what I plan to do next week. Funny enough.
What, nothing?
Yeah, I booked a holiday for next week because it coincides with like the bank holiday. So I got it
Oh,
from
okay,
like
yeah.
yeah. So from like next Wednesday onwards, I'll have like is it 6 day? Yeah, 6 days or 6 days off. I was gonna say 6 day weekend, but that don't make no sense.
No, I get what you're saying, though.
Yeah,
No, that's not a bad option. Right.
but yeah, okay, but yeah. After that whole drama of work, I had another mission, like I was saying before.
Okay.
You know?
And what was this
Yeah.
mission then?
Well, I think you're aware of this mission because there was a project that all the elites of football clubs were trying to take on this European
Oh.
Super League, right? Your
So-
club was involved also.
Yeah, this actually wound up crazy. And actually,
Start from
it
like
just
Sunday evening.
Yeah, and it dominated everything for so long.
It's crazy. Wait, when you first, because I remember hearing it like Sunday evening, because this is a game. I think Arsenal just beaten Fulham, right? And there was rumours of like a Super League's being authorised. Because the thing is, we've heard about this in the past, but I didn't take it like too seriously. I didn't know what the ramifications were. It was only till Monday morning, where like no, it was Monday morning when I woke up, like all the clubs, all the 6 teams, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool, Tottenham. I don't know what they're doing in there. And
Bro, they're there to get beat.
yeah, me, Arsenal, Tottenham would have been a whipping boys if that thing had gone ahead. Honestly, right? So I'm waking up and all these clubs are putting out statements saying, yeah, we're fully getting behind this. We're leaving the Premier League. We don't want the Champions League no more. There ain't going to be no relegation, all of that. And then, you know what? This reminds me a bit of like, because we've been watching a lot of Adam Curtis, right? Where power resides. And there's such a disconnect between the owners of these football clubs and the fans. And they thought they could just go ahead.
No, it is a bit mad. They thought it could go ahead.
Yeah. Like total disregard of like the communities, the heritage, like the meaning of what a football club is, man.
But not only that, like the whole no relegation. You know, it doesn't make sense. Like
it was all about money, and we're all aware of it now. Like money is like the dominant religion in the world right now. Like people will do anything and everything for it. And it's mental. Like I guess the rich keep getting richer and the poorer just stay poor, because it's just But also on that, it is, to be honest, it was a power struggle, because what it was. Did you see how UEFA were reacting? Players won't play at the World Cup.
Yeah,
Premier League
away.
Just literally straight away. Like they came ready. Like was it the CEO came out, did an interview saying it's disgusting, but. This is the same UEFA who are turning Champions League from a 2014 format to 36-team format. So who does that really benefit? It doesn't benefit the teams. It benefits UEFA because they get more matches and people viewing more games. It just really showed me how power and like greed amongst, we don't get it, the normal person, right? But up above there's a disconnect in how they see people and how they see self-interest more than anything, because that's what it really is about.
Well, for them, like you're talking about wealth, we don't even think about it in the same way, because I think if we could afford rent and know that we can feed ourselves for the rest of our lives and have a bit of money to spend and go on holiday, you're already done. So these guys were done. Some of these guys on these boards were done before they were born. You know, like they would have to worry about nothing in life.
Yeah, especially Stan Kroenke, man. I hate that mad prick, man. Like, just the thing is, even do you know what his PLC is called? It's Kroenke Sports and Entertainment. He might as well take away sports, because he just sees like just because he owns other football clubs also, and like
He owns like American football though, innit?
Yeah. And even they're performing badly. Like his teams in America are performing badly. And he even said himself, he sees sports as entertainment. I don't think that can be said for football. As much as, football is entertaining, there is like a real urgency, like a real will to win. It's competitive, you know? Entertainment isn't just...
No, but sometimes the competitive element is what makes it entertaining.
True. But if you're taking away with the Super League, then I don't see a point of it.
I mean, I think one thing's definitely true. Like, if you grow up with it just being the European Super League, you would think of it in that same way. Do you see what I mean? But for us, we're already like, nah, I don't think that's how it should be played. But like you said, they're already doing slippery business with the Champions League, because it's basically a way of to those teams saying, even if you're rubbish, you still can play.
Yep.
You know.
But people are saying this is all started from like 1992 with the introduction of the Premier League, like how the English pyramid was like. Well, they broke off from like top division, turned into Premier League, and then TV rights came, and because all I just see money really. Do you reckon money ruined football a long time ago? From like the times when players were getting ridiculous salaries. Do you reckon that's when things started to go a bit pear-shaped?
I don't know. It's difficult in some ways. I don't begrudge players getting big salaries. You know.
Don't you think it affects on the level of performance that they? Because I'm just thinking now players are more focused on sponsorships, like endorsements, like, doesn't that take away from like the level of performance?
The problem is that what are you gonna do? Like, if you're a great player, you have to go to a big team. You know, I mean, because I look at, for example, Kevin De Bruyne. What a
Okay.
great player, but
Yeah.
like he's gonna like Aguero, a great player,
Yeah.
but they spent their career at Manchester City. You know, it's kind of like even Pep. Well, you know, Manchester City, like it's just a mask.
In what regard? Because of the money.
Yeah, because of the money. Like, it's not, you know, like no one did they ever dream as kids? Oh, I want to play for Manchester City. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it wasn't a case of money, would they have gone to play for a different club? That's what I mean. Like,
Okay. Okay. So in that regard, then what football? Like, so the best football teams doesn't really matter anymore now. It's all about how much money I'm getting paid in my pocket.
yeah, but it's kind of I feel like it's not right to be harsh on the players for that either. You know, because if someone, you know, what loyalty do you have to your job right now? Like,
Okay.
especially
Yeah.
if you only got 10 years. Like, let's say, you know, you only got a certain amount of years to play.
Yeah. You want to
You
accrue
know,
as much money as you can, as much chance of winning as possible, more than anything, I
no,
guess.
exactly. So it's like it's an interesting.
But I think that's isn't that the reason why a lot of these clubs are now broke, because Real Madrid and Barca are suffering the ramifications of that, right? Because even what's his name? What's it? Is it
Perez.
Florente Perez? Yeah, he's still adamant the Super League's gonna go ahead. But the
Yeah,
only
he's
reason he's saying
dreaming.
that, yeah, yeah. I think how many teams? How many teams are there? Still teams in it? I think it's two now, because there were 12, and now they've all dropped out. So it's just him and Barca.
Well, you know, and the Spanish clubs are in trouble really because this is a bullshit about UEFA. The only reason those clubs aren't docked points and whatever is because they're like tax. The government tax doesn't go after them because they owe hundreds of millions in tax to the Spanish tax man, Real Madrid and Barca. So,
Oh. Oh, I didn't realize that.
even
No,
that
no wonder
UEFA
they're
stuff
clamoring for
is
the money.
all bullshit.
No,
You know?
but I think, but to be fair, it's just, you know what this element highlights? It's just like the extent of capitalism that's taken over. You know, the game of football. Like, I know you might say a bit naive and nostalgic to think that football was a game of where for the working class person, and it was a sport to enjoy, right? But I don't know. Even yesterday, right? I watched an Arsenal game. We lost the goal because of VAR, where a player was ruled offside by literally a millimeter, right? It's offside. Like his shoulder was just a little in front of an Everton player, right? And now that was cool. You know how long it took for them to make that decision? Like 3 minutes. And it's just like the game is becoming so man. It's becoming methodical. It's not becoming as enjoyable. And the Premier League has always been known to be like a fast-paced, intense league where you know it's about being direct. But now with it's these awkward pauses, these like decisions that are being made that make no sense. I'm really starting to fall out of love with football. And on top of that, my team is performing like shit, man.
I
Like,
think that's the most important. Your team's performing like shit, mate.
yeah,
But I got to agree with the VAR element of it because some things don't look right slowed down. Like I think the referee should have a choice, but sometimes they're calling shit up which aren't clear mistakes.
yeah, yeah. And you know, also VAR doesn't take into account. Let's say the ball hits. Like let's say the ball. Okay, yeah. Let's say Arsenal were attacking, right?
The thing
And
is,
the ball
sometimes
hit. Yeah.
show stuff in slow motion.
No, 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 not even that, Brian. Like, let's say an Arsenal team is attacking, right? And the ball hits Everton player and it goes out for a corner. VAR doesn't. No, the ball hits an Arsenal player and goes out for a corner. The VAR doesn't call it back. It only
Oh
calls back.
yeah, yeah.
So it's like, what? Why are we not? And what happens if Arsenal were to score from a corner from an unfair corner? So it's
Yeah.
just, it's not being used in the right context.
Yeah. No, I think you name, mate. Let me just ask you: did you see that one where McTominay puts his hand out and it hits Song on in the
Yeah,
face?
yeah. No, it's called it back. They ruled it out for not. It wasn't a goal. Yeah, that's ridiculous, man.
I was just thinking that's
Yeah,
definitely, in actual fact is that thing. It looks so much worse in slow motion
yeah. When he
because
literally just brushed his face.
just brush your face. But not only that, you knew exactly what was going on. He just thought he was a lot closer than he was, so he's just putting his arm back. You know.
I think Suchek got sent off because literally, the squabble. It was just before a set piece, and you know how players always barging into each other.
Oh yeah.
He lifts his elbow up. It touches, I think, Mitrovic in the face. He goes down. He gets sent off straight, and they use VAR to send him off.
Yeah, it's a bit mad. I don't. It is spoiling the game,
It is,
but also
man.
it's just like it was supposed to remove all the discussion about referees and decisions, and all it does is make
It's
it
in-
even more of the focus and the drama.
Yeah, entirely, man. But anyways, off the pitch, while Arsenal were losing, I was outside the Emirates while they were flipping losing to Everton. So on the back of this, obviously now all the teams are out. But with my football team, bruv, man, I had to go to because Arsenal fans, we protested
Oh,
yesterday.
okay.
Yeah, it was a mass gathering from like
And let me
6
ask
onwards.
you, how
Yeah.
were you mobilised into this? Was it like Arsenal fan TV?
No, to be fair, I didn't see Arsenal fan TV there. I didn't. I saw a couple faces from Arsenal fan TV there. Like
Oh, okay.
DT was there.
Oh, really?
Uh,
Mansour
yeah.
DT.
Yeah, and a couple other men. There was a guy called Turkish who's also on AFTV. So yeah, there were lots of people. So I got off at like Holloway Road. So literally just like a 5 minute walk to the station. And as I'm walking, I could hear like people popping off flares. Like
Oh, okay, yeah.
it was intense. Like signs everywhere. The police were all flipping. The bobbies were all there, all marched up, like circling us around. There were bears of them, man. They had like 2 police trucks because obviously, I don't know, nothing kicked off, but there was a lot of police. But yeah, it went off like we were just singing chants, Cronky out. There was a bit of an effigy for Cronky, like which they hand
Oh,
up.
okay, yeah.
Yeah. So it was a good vibe, man. But you know what it is? Deep down, the only way this is going to change anything if it's persistent, Because right now, this guy's not even in the country. So it doesn't really hurt his pocket. If we're really to do anything, it's like what I'm seeing
Well,
is
there's
when...
waiting lists in it. There's waiting lists to get into the stadium still.
Yeah. And that's the only thing for us to really hurt his pocket is like if players don't go to the stadium once they reopen. I think that would send a clear message. But that's the thing, people love football too much.
People, well, in fact, what one of my mates always says is, I don't know who said this to him. Maybe it was his dad. There would never be a revolution in the UK whilst there's football on the Saturday. And it's so bloody true. It's actually
Yeah.
unbelievable.
True. That's
Because
exactly
you
that.
know, think literally every single weekend, hundreds of thousands of people. It's not just the top divisions. Do you know what I mean? There's lower league teams that pull in punters from the thousands.
Yeah, entirely.
So it is
Entirely, man.
the football thing is
And
mad.
the thing is, from an owner's perspective, football is a product that no matter how poorly the team is doing, people always want to buy into it. My team are like 10th right now, and I'm still watching them, no matter how abysmal they're playing.
Well, the thing is that you follow the club, innit? That's how
Yeah.
it goes.
Yeah,
But it has been made a lot easier. Like, I used to listen to games on the radio. That's how I did it. And, you would watch the highlights and you would feel like you had watched them before because the radio commentary was pretty decent.
okay.
But it's just so much easier now. It's unbelievable. And
Yeah,
I think because of that, it just makes sense that the way the product is structured now is way too expensive.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
this is the other thing about football. Like,
Yeah,
in reality, everyone should be able to watch every single game that's played in
Yeah.
this country, because then you could even animate younger fans,
Mhm.
you know. And I don't know.
We're talking about football, right? Well, footballers, because we talked about the owners, we talked about the clubs. Let's have a little talk about the players, right? So you talk about De Bruyne. He's an ideal role model for a footballer. What do you reckon of Ryan Giggs though? With his
Ryan
little-
Giggs. Well, Ryan Giggs here is the most decorated player
yeah.
of the English game. Like, no one has won more than Ryan Giggs. So
And kudos to him. Kudos to him. Congrats on,
you know
on that, right?
that is fact.
Yeah.
You know,
But there's also other facts about him, aren't there?
yeah. I mean, I think it's probably a fact that the man is a sociopath. You know, and obviously that's led him to great success and also great trouble. But you know, obviously he is interested in quite like malignant, distorted relationships, I guess. You know,
That's definitely
You know,
yeah.
like-
Whether it's your wife's, if it's your brother's wife.
yeah. The brother's wife, and not only that, like days after she's had the baby, and is it even really Rodri's baby? At least some of the DNA's the same. Do you know what I mean? But how do you know? Do you know what I mean?
Well, so you're telling me what? Is it serious that what he might have got his brother's wife pregnant?
Well, I don't know. I'm just joking there.
Yeah, okay.
There was,
like,
I swear, I heard somewhere that literally the day after she gave birth, he was already beating it. Yo,
Nah, this guy-
seriously,
this guy
that's
has
what
no
I'm saying.
wrestling.
Like proper psycho, like absolute psycho. Because this
Yeah.
is the thing. Not only is it the brother's wife, but it's also the big brother. But the big brother lady, I forget her name, Z-list or whatever. I was just like, well, you could go on Google and literally type Ryan Giggs' wife, and now you're telling me you didn't know, and he's only meeting you in hotels where he tells you to go in by yourself. And she was like, oh, I thought he was in love with me.
You know what? I reckon he has a lot of yes men around him, you know, for this behavior to be endorsed. Because also, like, because right now, from what I've read, because, yo, listeners, Ryan Giggs is now in the news for different reasons. So he's gone from, you know, no, it's not incest, is it? In-laws aren't incest. Or is it incest?
No, it's not incest. I mean,
Okay. It's in-law. Yeah, I mean,
well, you know, it's a bit of a
Sister.
push. I wouldn't call someone who wanted to, like, if someone was interested in their in-laws, I wouldn't be like, oh, that's incest.
okay. He just wants another slice of the pie, basically, you know?
Yeah,
green is always
no,
grasser.
I think it's more like, oh, don't you want sisters or something like that, or twins? Like, it's more on that level. It's not incest.
Okay.
But anyway, but it's still not great either way. You know,
So he's gone from beating. He's gone
I
from
bet you
beating.
that would get blocked on YouTube. Ryan
What's
Giggs
that?
incest. Like,
But yeah, so he's gone from beating in the sheets to beating actual women now. So what he's been charged with assaulting 2 women, and this is recent. This is during lockdown.
oh, so I saw it was like his ex-girlfriend and then her younger sister or whatever.
Oh, damn.
Obviously,
this guy loves-
probably trying to bang the younger sister.
yeah, most
Like,
likely.
it's pretty easy, simple stuff in it. You know where that's going. But
Well,
yeah,
you say that's easy, simple stuff. Maybe for Ryan Giggs, but for a normal person.
no, but that's what I'm saying. Like, the dude's psycho, like sociopath. Sorry. So you got to imagine, like, sociopaths. What it is they're still very skillful at being sympathetic and understanding human emotions, but
Yeah.
they don't have any of their own. Like, they don't sympathise with other people. They just use them to their own ends. So I suspect that's just Ryan Giggs. I don't know, you know, maybe it was just his life growing up, and maybe he faced some sort of early betrayal or abuse of power. And
Maybe maybe Fergie took the power from him, and he's like, you know what? I ain't got no power in Man United. Let me transfer it elsewhere, in my actual life.
well, who knows? But you know,
Because we all know Fergie was top dog at Man United. It weren't Giggs.
yeah, but I don't think Fergie is probably quite detached. Like, I don't think that, mate. Like, that's not why Giggs is a sociopath.
You don't think? Don't you reckon Fergie was a bit of a sociopath? The way he went on winning stuff, and maybe
No,
maybe
but he
Giggs
had
took
like, loyalties and whatever.
Yeah, look, Ryan Giggs had loyalty also to himself and Man United.
Yeah, but it was to his own success. Like, one thing, for example, like look at Vardy.
Yeah,
He could have gone to Arsenal for a payday,
yeah.
and it better
Yeah,
that he
but-
didn't, innit?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, exactly. He's smart. He knew that Arsenal was a
No,
sinking
but what
ship.
I'm saying is, it's like there's sometimes. Well, yeah, it is a bit of a sinking ship, but also on top of that, I do think he had won the title with Leicester. It makes sense to stay where people will always care about your relationship with that football club.
Yeah, but the thing is, at Leicester, he's top dog. No, there's no discussing that. Like when Jamie Vardy retires, he's going to become down as a Leicester legend. So there's no taking away from that. Whereas with Giggs, right, he's a Manchester United legend, but not as much of a legend as Fergie. Like Fergie was top dog, and obviously with a sociopath, they always want to be the one on top. So if you're not the one on top at Man United, you got to look elsewhere, other avenues, whether it's the girls in the club, your brother's wife, you name it.
Well, maybe that was like the effect of his player career, like diminishing a little bit.
I wouldn't say that much because he played till he was like 40.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that's when he had more time and energy for that business. Like,
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, so what, he's on.
he's not playing every game. That's what I mean.
So how he's coming in at half time. He's like, "Oh, Giggs, right, where you been? I just came down the road, yeah."
Yeah, well, there must have been times he weren't in the squad and he was
Yeah.
philandering.
Oh yeah, of course, definitely.
So, but Giggsy, you know what? Who's that character out of Family Guy?
Which one?
The one that always goes giggity.
Who's that?
Ah, you must know.
Oh,
Are you looking it up?
oh yeah. Is it Glenn? Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a Glenn. Like Giggsy's a little Glenn. He's like giggity. Like, trust me, the most weird stuff is seeing him and the girl from Countdown. Like
Rachel? What,
Rachel Riley. Because basically,
Yeah.
you're watching that interaction and you're just thinking like every second this man is off camera with this woman, he is trying to bed her in some sort of like psychological way. Do you know what I mean?
Wait, who are we talking about? The guy off of Countdown?
Giggs, no, Giggs, Ryan Giggs
yeah.
and Rachel
Yeah.
Riley on camera.
Wait, have they ever been on the same room on camera?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So it's like you just
Okay,
know
I bet he couldn't help himself. It's like, damn, I can't wait for the commercial break.
yeah, like you just know it was something a bit. Oh, here we go. Look, Rachel Riley surprised by Ryan Giggs. Like, I think he literally just comes through and shows up. Like, that's what I mean. Like, that's a bit funny, isn't it?
Yeah. Man just showed up to the places like.
Yeah, here we
I'm
go.
here now.
Look, countdown Rachel Riley on her 1,000th show is surprised as Ryan Giggs appears to present her with a shirt. Like, how did Ryan Giggs end up presenting her with a shirt?
I bet this wasn't even planned. He just walked in. Maybe she's a Man United fan. He played on that. You know how?
No, she is a Man United fan.
Okay, so he played on that. That's the in. That's the get in.
Yeah,
You always need an in route.
But I just thought that's like proper funny business, isn't it?
Of course, he's trying to get in.
No, of course. And actually, she did cheat on her first husband because he was on Strictly or some bullshit. She was on Strictly. So, do you know what I mean?
Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game, man.
Yeah, but Giggsy, she's probably a bit too smart for Giggsy, to be fair. Like,
Yeah, I think she's got like a degree in like mathematics or something.
yeah, from Cambridge.
Oh, damn. Yeah, but Giggs has got like how many Premier League appearances? So maybe that equalizes the situation.
No, but it's a bit cheeky. Giggs, mate, trust me, you gotta watch this video because it is proper. Giggsy is proper on it. What a psycho! He's an absolute psycho. And I'm guessing he came on and presented it before that shit came out.
Oh yeah, which shit came out?
All the stuff with his brother and
Oh.
like you know, absolutely.
While he still had face.
Yeah, exactly. Like now, well, you're still manager of Wales and stuff, but you are thinking, mate, it's a bit much, innit? Like, you wouldn't go. What I'm saying is, if you had a friend who had done a Giggsy, right, are you going to introduce him to your wife?
I'll think twice about it. Definitely.
And you know what? Here's the other thing. Yeah, why do you think twice? Because she don't love you? No, because that man's just pure evil. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
because
he's no morals.
even if you can trust your wife, it's just like, why are you going to put her in that? Why are you going to put them in that situation? Why are you? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just a snake. You know,
he's a
like,
dog, man.
He's a dog. What I'm saying is, if you're having beef with your woman at the barbecue and she goes off crying, do you know what I'm saying? Before you know it, like,
Giggs in the Range Rover is pulling up. It's like, darling, don't worry, come and I consult you.
yeah, I was thinking something way more explicit than that very quickly.
What was you thinking?
Like, you come in and she's like she got like panda eyes and she's giving him head or some bullshit. Do you know what I'm saying? And
what, in your own kitchen?
Yeah, or some bullshit like that. Like, Giggsy is psycho, mate. I'm telling you right now. Because before you know, he'll be all up in her ear like, I've always loved you. Like, so shit that don't even make any rational sense, but it don't matter at that moment. He's just there to exploit.
Damn, man. What should we call this podcast all about exploitation? Because I feel like exploited from my club, from work, you know? I feel literally this.
You got paid for your work, mate. You're getting exploited right this second.
No, I got exploited. No, think about it, right? I worked more than my stated hours, though.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes, and this whole week has just been
Yeah, but how often do you work under your stated hours?
hardly ever, bro. I'm telling you, bro. This
Okay.
whole week, I've been leaving work at 6, past 6.
Really?
Yeah. That's why I've been so aggy this week, man.
That's not good. But I am looking forward to things going back to normal, because you know what? Sometimes I think you do more. The more you do, the more you can do. And let me just give you an example, because I actually wanted to touch on this today, but obviously I think we're coming close to the end. But just stuff like, you know what? I moved one of my social media apps into a folder on my phone. So I stopped checking it during the day. And you know what? It does work. I check it less because it's not instantly accessible. And I can think for that split second and be like, oh, fuck opening this stupid app.
Exactly.
And wasting my time when I could go read a book. I could do anything else.
Yeah, definitely. It's just literally breaking the habit. Because it's habitual. You wake up, you press it down, and then you're just scrolling for like bullshit news.
No, you know what, the one thing I remember is just like, how, you know, by what point have you checked your phone? By the time you, like, before you get up to pee, or whilst you're peeing, you're checking your phone. And it's like, really? Is it that important? Like, it's a bit mad.
I think opening lockdown has definitely, stopped me from doing that. Because, like I said, the gyms have reopened. And so now I've started gymming now. I can go to the shops now. I can start, because did I tell you I tried to buy jeans online and it didn't fit? Yeah. So now I can finally go into the stores and try them out and see. Like, I guess it's now it's breaking up the stupid mundane routine that I had before.
No,
Of,
exactly.
like work home, work home.
No, for sure. I'm telling you, just the routine. People can do more stuff, but because you're in this very limited routine, you're just tired. I think it's so much easier to be tired. Like now, I just work from home. Before I used to go to work, I'd used to hit the gym. I'd hit the gym, go out shopping the one of the days I'm not at the gym, so I'd only have one evening where I'm not doing something. Do you know what I mean?
How, are you gonna get back on it?
For sure, I actually need to. Like, it's too sedentary, mate. Like, it's not normal. Even just walking to the gym already is probably more than what I do now. Although I do go for a walk every day.
Mm.
So no, I don't know. In fact, I was even just feeling agitated about this yesterday. But big KIZ,
Yeah.
like,
Send us a message on our website at bigkiz.com.
and we will get back on the YouTube. I just got to sort it out. But this is what This is what I'm saying. Like, sometimes I sat around looking at bullshit on my phone instead of doing something. But it's hard, Like, think about it. Do you not have something you could have put on eBay in all this time?
Oh mate, you know how many hard drives I got?
Yeah.
Funny, I got like 10 like 1 gig hard drives that I was supposed to sell on eBay. I just couldn't be bothered to do it, man. Yeah. Now that you reminded me, I should be listing them
Yeah,
up.
no, exactly. That's actually one of my tasks this weekend. I want to sell, even if it doesn't sell. At least I've tried to sell it. You know?
Yeah.
And it's kind of ridiculous because really, it probably doesn't take as long as you think.
It doesn't at all.
It doesn't at all, but because it's just it feels so long. Like, especially eBay. I don't know if you ever done the listing on eBay. It just feels like it takes so long. Whereas on Facebook, you just type the shit and it's done.
No, once you've got the listing down, it's easy because I normally relist the same stuff because I don't really change a lot of the stuff I put. But I get what you mean, like having to like put down the listing and then the prices. And it's just Nadi, good luck with you, man. I'd like to see if you can actually do it.
No, you know what? I actually got some nice stuff. I got like a Stussy t-shirt. Then I got like this one is a proper festival piece. Yeah, it's a bright orange Lacoste sport tee. Like,
nice.
Yeah.
How many times you wore it?
I bought I bought it second hand somewhere at a very good price, and now I'm going to sell it for 30-40 quid.
Oh, so you're flipping it? Oh, I didn't. Nice.
Yeah. So I just bought this. I was abroad. I just went into a charity and they were selling like a legit Lacoste piece on the cheap. So who knows? May have even thought the shit was fake, but it was definitely not fake. But
You
anyway,
check the tags and everything.
No, it's definitely not fake because I got a legit one at home and I can compare, and this is like 100. So. But anyway, selling stuff on eBay, and this is the other thing. Like, if you think about some basic shit you can buy in bulk, and then sell on eBay, that's like a little side income, as well.
Mm, yeah.
Especially if it's like expensive shit. Like,
Yeah,
one thing I was looking. Oh, let me just end here. I was looking at like glass vaporizer, all this kind of stuff, bro. Like, lots of the popular ones are all sold out. Unbelievable, So
Well, there's a high demand for vapes now.
No, just glassware.
Oh, glass. Did you say glass vapes or glassware?
Glassware, like.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah, so it's a bit odd, but
What? So you're telling me I can't buy a glass cup right now?
No, you can buy. No, I'm talking about like accessories for flower consumption.
Oh, like glass vases. Oh.
All
right.
BigKiz.com. Yeah, we'll take this chat off air, mate, because you are not getting it.
All right, sweet.
Peace.